Okay, so YouTube are at it again, and I think we should have a little discussion about it. One I am highly interested to get your feedback on, because unlike YouTube, when I get feedback, I listen to the feedback. For example, people have been begging me to do the part 1 video to Nikocado Avocado. Here's an update. Tomorrow morning, production begins, because I listened. I have finished being burnt out, and production of that video will commence tomorrow morning after work. YouTube, though, doesn't listen. YouTube keeps doing things because they think they've listened to the creators, introduced things that actually harm the creators, and then wonder why we're always angry at them. So let's take this tweet here. It should be easy to know when you've found the official YouTube channel of a creator, artist, brand, or public figure. We'll get to that in a moment. So in late October, we're updating what it means for channels to be verified with new eligibility criteria and a new look. On the subject of channels that are verified, let's talk about Lacey Green. Many of you remember her from the Bedroom Feminist videos. No one cares about them anymore because she had the balls to have discussions with people that she disagreed with, which got her chastised by her own friends. Well, she was suspended from her account. And then when she went to YouTube, one of YouTube's dancing monkeys, i.e. an alleged human, looked at that and decided, "You're not the real Lacey Green, the suspension stands." That's YouTube, everyone. Totally paying attention, totally aware of the situation, totally in on the creators, totally listening to them, totally helping them, totally not fucking us. Now, the details of this continue on a YouTube help document from that tweet. The new look doesn't really mean much. It's just a removal of the tick and then a bar highlighting your name instead, which I think many people actually disagree with, but at the same time understand that because you can mimic the tick, some people can still mimic the channel to troll under the guise of using that person's name, whereas it is a little harder to do it with the grey bar. Not impossible, but it's just a little trickier. YouTube's explanation and validation of removing the checkmark was that the checkmark is an endorsement of content and not identity, and that to reduce the confusion about what verification means, they introduced the new look that distinguishes the official channel, celebrity or brand that it represents, with the new look displaying more consistently across channel pages, search and comments, and with it being more difficult to replicate, it is therefore identity verification. I think most creators didn't care for what you said there, because the checkmark was a very important milestone for many who are going to lose their checkmark because you've shifted the goalpost. And the reason for that is because you want to make it a little harder for people to get anywhere. Whether it be by nerfing content that is demonetized. For the most part, many of those videos getting demonetized arbitrarily, and that has for the most part been proven because you're idiots. Someone uploaded videos of them simply saying, "I like pie," and getting demonetized. Because that's not advertiser friendly? I'm very confused by this. The tests have been done and it's proven you guys have failed. Your automated system doesn't work, and it's tanking content for many channels, including my own, but I accept it. One of the interesting talking points within the article you link on the original tweet is what is the new criteria for channel verification. This claim that the new criteria prioritizes verifying prominent channels that have a clear need for proof of authenticity. Fuck are you talking about? We look at a number of factors to determine if a channel meets the criteria. Authenticity and prominence, which was already in the original statement. But why are you making this change? Well, the previous requirements worked well when YouTube was smaller. Now we need to be more global and bigger. Right. Understandably, many people are irate about this. So YouTube has decided to introduce an appeal process for verification based on your standards. Most notably, Styx Hexenhammer mentioned this. Now, I like Styx. He doesn't monetize anything, meaning he's not pumping out content to make money, although I think he does very well on either Subscribestar or Patreon. I can't remember. If you're not, go subscribe to him, he's cool. He has nearly 200 million views and 400,000 subscribers, with his brand also being the largest, I believe, on BitChute. He received an email with this. Not the only person, Sinatra Says also received it. I'm sure many channels received it. I wonder if Monday Matt received it. Doesn't matter. Point is, many channels are going to lose their verification checkmark because you shifted the goalposts because you're only interested in the biggest channels, or those prominent channels. How you determine prominence is a mystery. It couldn't be those actors that are making YouTube channels as well to vlog now, are they? I mean, that stuff's all ad-friendly as hell, but come on. Surely you care about the very people that created you, right? No, you don't care in the slightest. We all know this. It's been known for years. So to clarify things, YouTube retweeted their own original tweet with some comments. Additional clarification. No one lost a verification badge today. We know, because it says in the original tweet in late October they will receive it, and you've given them due warning they're going to lose it. Based on the fact you still haven't reviewed Sinatra Says' application for monetization, I'd find it very hard you'll ever review any of the appeals ever, because you're utterly feckless when it comes to helping creators. Stop saying you'll help us, because it's actually embarrassing now. Every time you introduce something new, every fucking time you do it, my channel suffers. Because what happens is, you introduce a new thing, and my views get cut in half, and I then have to build it back up again, which I'm more than happy to do, but it does mean while I'm good at building an audience, you're even better at taking them away. And don't even waste my time by telling me now you don't, because I've been on this platform for 4 years, and it is the one thing I've noticed consistently. It is an insult to my intelligence, and it is an insult to all the lovely people that take the time to subscribe to my channel, that you continually shift the goalposts, make things harder, make that mountain to climb steeper, because you don't actually want anyone to succeed that isn't already there, or hasn't already got it, because they brought a fan base with them. The second mark being the check mark has never appeared on YouTube mobile channel pages. So, does anyone care about that? Weirdly, I don't really mind much about the verification, I just think it's fascinating you decided that was what you were going to do. For those who don't know, if you upload content every year you get a survey. They're quite long, they take a while to get through if you bother to do one, and YouTube says, we read these and we listen, we pay attention. X. You'd never listen. If you did, you wouldn't be pushing out YouTube Studio Beta. If you did, you wouldn't have introduced half the policies you've introduced over the last 4 years. If you listened to creators and stopped buckling to advertisers, you still have a platform that had integrity. As far as the mimicking of other channels, to verify by putting a light grey line through someone's name, most use a check mark because it's the obvious one. If you don't want people mimicking a tick, then why not look at avenues where you can remove the function where someone could introduce a tick in the first place, if it's so damn important. Which, I should point out, it really isn't. I'm just annoyed that YouTube keep on messing me about. Messing everyone about. The verification thing might not harm anyone in the long run, but the reasoning you gave for removing it in the first place or shifting the goalpost to make it harder for some channels to get it is the most telling sign of how little you care about all the actual creators on this site that helped make you. For that, you should be ashamed of yourselves. It's about time you stopped claiming to listen to creators. Why don't you do the one thing you haven't done in the entire time I've been here, and simply be honest? You are not interested in us. You don't care about any of us. You believe it helps everyone determine whether a channel is an official YouTube presence. What? I'm starting to question the level of intelligence we're operating with here. Anyway, I want to know what you think about this. I will link the relevant tweets down below. There is a new video on the Moisky Live channel. I am going to now start work on the Dunwich Horror for Moisky Reads. I've got 7 more bits of it to read. It's going to take time. Might be out today, more than likely tomorrow. I will also be streaming tonight on Twitch. So have a nice day and subsequent weekend, and thank you all very much for listening.